I want to make this video to update how the 0 to Hero is going. So I first want to update about the situation of the Hyperboost. The Hyperboost on the NA East is really dead, like really dead. Like I said, it's shown in the last video. It was already pretty dead, and right now it's like entirely dead. Basically, all guilds gave up in the game. There's only one active guild, so it's really odd how the server just, flopped. So I really hope they at least merge the Hyperboost so we can have some content for the PvP aspect. But yeah, that's that. No other thing, like I said before, you really struggle to find parties through the party matchmaking. You can find normal, but you're not gonna find epic, much less tier 4s, much less dimensional trials. So even like Abyss burning tokens is really hard. So I had to force myself to change to healer since I already had picked the weapons for the one orb that I was testing, right? I just decided to convert this for healer. So that's what I'll be focusing now. So you can see other things here is the way you can do things right now is you cannot find any kill for the battlegrounds, for example. I have not done battlegrounds the last week nor this week. And the thing that you have to do to play battlegrounds, you're gonna need to be with a friend that is on the legacy servers. He's gonna have to invite you, and then he can queue for the battlegrounds, and then you and him gonna queue on the normal legacy battlegrounds. That's the only way you're gonna find a battleground on this Hyperboost server. The same thing for the dungeons. The only way you're gonna find dungeons is gonna go to party board here, and you're gonna go to dimensional trials or dimensional circle and go for either make your own party or join other parties. For example, this one you can see it's probably gonna have some people from other servers like Carnage. So yeah, that's one way that you can do to do tier 4 dungeons, for example. The same goes for the raids. You're not going to be able to find a raid from your server unless you're doing this with your guild. You're going to have to go to the raid board here, and you're going to have to do this with other legacy players. So you're basically still depending on the legacy players for most of the content. And talking about legacy players, they are doing the same thing for your side. So whenever you're having arc bosses or portal arc bosses or normal bosses even, if someone from the Hyperboost server invites people from the legacy, you can do that through links or just from the relationship board here, right? You can add people and just invite them. And if you register for the Hyperboost portal, you're going to be teleporting legacy players into the Hyperboost peace portals. That means the legacy players right now are abusing this system to get easy loot because they are competing with a bunch of Hyperboost players, which don't even have like 6.5 thousand power on average. So they just, rob like half of the loot from the servers, half of the arc bosses and everything. So... they literally just steal the Hyperboost loot from the new players that don't have gear. But it is what it is. This has been happening for like 3 weeks now, and Amazon didn't do anything. On the same note of Amazon not doing anything, so the first week that Nebula was introduced, we didn't get it because we got matched with server maintenance for the inter-server, which is funny because that happens also with other inter-server activities. We don't have inter-server activities basically, so we are missing the Solon, the Lucent, the combat coins from that, everything basically, right? And now we got matched again with the server maintenance. So we had Nebula last week. We managed to play Nebula and farm the Nebula things and buy the Nebula weekly. But again, this week we don't have Nebula because it's bugged. So if you click to enter, you're gonna be stuck in like a portal forever. So yep, another week without Nebula. So out of the 3 weeks that we had Nebula, we could only play 1 week and only grind for 1 week for the extra bags, the extra greater Nebula stones to trade for the chest, for the artifacts, whatever it is, progression. You're stuck here. Great, amazing. The market is still like the same as before, kinda dead. Everything is gonna be fluctuating a lot. The prices of everything is basically just hoping that someone wails and buys your stuff. I still decided to invest in the character. I wasn't sure entirely what I was gonna do with the character. So you can say I bought the Da Vinci, I bought the passes with the Lucent that I made selling trades that I'm not using. I expanded my inventory to 300 so I can feel more comfortable doing things. And you can see this is my current situation. I didn't upgrade anything because I wasn't sure, but I decided to go for the healer. So I decided to go with this build here. It's gonna be on the quest log, the build for the healer that I'm gonna be going for. I already picked up Endurance Ring that had really good status actually, so I decided to go with it. I started upgrading it. I have an armor that I also rolled with Fortitude, which is insane for the healer that I'm going for, like the tank healer, right? So this chest and this earring was insane drops. I'm very happy with them. I just have to change a little bit of things and it should work just okay. So for the gear, I have been stacking everything until I can do something that I need. So right now the plan was to max my inventory and either do a partial tier 2 using Vanguard, Auric Vanguard with like Eternal, I don't have it. I have it, but I don't know where it is. Here, Eternal Warlord, so you can do like a 2-piece of this, and a 2-piece of this, you have a decent tankish healer for tier 2, tier 3, and then like transition that with like 2 pieces maybe of Auric and 2 pieces of Steel that I didn't get very lucky to get, Steel Juggernaut, and then later on change to 4 pieces of Steel Juggernaut, meanwhile while working on a little bit of like your accessories and improving things. I didn't get very lucky, I didn't get the necklace that I needed. Look how many necklaces I got, but I didn't get the one that I needed. I didn't get the bracelet that I needed. The only thing that I got that I can start is basically my belt here. I can start, not even the belt actually. I thought this was a steadfast belt. So yeah, I'm pretty stuck on gear just because I literally got mega unlucky on my drops. So I'm trying my best to stack so I can start like dropping and stacking blasting to upgrade my gear. But I just wanted to show like what's my progression on the character right now. So it's been like almost what, a month of Hyperboost. So in a month of Hyperboost I managed to grind a little bit of my masteries on 126, 126. Oh, I can improve it. Let's just do it right now. Oh hell yeah. Okay. So now I have almost 6.4 thousand power. I'm gonna level a little bit this to 140 probably so I can get the main nodes, and then everything else I'm gonna start leveling slowly here so I can unlock at least the 520 skill here for the potential. That's what I want to do because the potential is very important in closing builds. So I'm probably gonna finish it like 140 and finish everything else to get to 520. And that's basically it right now. Not much happening. There's not much PvP at all happening. There was some fights here and there, but people just gave up on the server. And currently that's the idea. I'm grinding for the healer so I can like start my own parties, do like find priority dungeons on party boards and other things like that because I'm pretty weak right now, right? I have been grinding normally my masteries, prepping like gear for blasting and trades, and that's about it for now, guys. I really don't have much to show. I was hoping this series would be a lot more exciting, but you can see just by doing your things daily and trying to actually do your abyssal tokens, your tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 dungeons, you can start stacking quite a lot. You can see I already have like 500 loyal coins, 400 fortitude coins, which I can swap for like seal pieces that I might need, so I don't need to buy them from the auction house, so you're saving money there, and you know, the general thing. So yeah, that's the update for now. I'm gonna be playing healer. I hope to get some really cool healer things from the bosses from now on, since it's pretty peaceful right now, and hopefully get geared enough so when like a merge happens or even the legacy merge happens, I can do some PvP. So yeah, not exactly the way I wanted the series to go. I was hoping for a really more active PvP on start, everyone fighting, you know, but it is what it is. You have to adapt to the situation, and I'm not giving up on the character yet because I already put so many hours on it and I don't want to restart. So I'm just gonna follow on this, keep grinding daily, keep doing my things daily, get the character to like be a very strong like 7,000, 7,500 healer, around that, right? And then start doing some PvPs. It's gonna be fun for me because I have been playing, I played healer on tier 1. Then I swapped to Darkblight on tier 1, played tier 2 with Darkblight, on tier 3 I'm playing Lunarch, which is the Dagger Orb, right? I want to experience a little bit of SNS Orb on my main account on South America, so I'm gonna have a little bit of tank experience there. Sounds pretty fun. And then here I'm gonna have a healer experience, so I'm gonna get to experience all 3 parts of the game again. I'm gonna be able to experience more of the healer part that I only play on tier 1, and more of the tank part as well, so which I never played. So yeah, just updating everyone, thank you for supporting me, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it's not as exciting as I was hoping it would be, but I guess this is a way that I can show you how to progress your character. If you guys have any questions about like, oh, how can I gear for X, or like what I need to worry about X status, how can I gear for PvP or plan ahead for PvP or gear for PvE, or like how to do things easier-ish, like I already showed how to queue up for dungeons even if you're in the Hyperboost and other things, or like if you want to know how, like, say a lot of likes, how to progress a little bit faster. There's a few tips and tricks that you can do to already start min-maxing, so when you get things you unlock them quickly. For example, you saw that I have like 6.4 thousand gear score right now, and I guarantee you when I get my gear set I'm probably gonna jump to almost 7,000. So because I'm already pre-planning everything, right? I'm already pre-stacking, blessing a bunch of other items. So yeah, that's mostly about it. Thank you for watching. See ya.